Welcome to Moab, Utah. Right here I have the all-new Silverado ZR2. It has some stiff competition and also some stiff wind here on the trail. I'm gonna run at least 5 obstacles here at Fins and Things. I'm gonna show you exactly how the new ZR2 compares to some of its competition from Ford and Ram. But let's start with airing down the tires just a bit, and I'm gonna show you some off-road tech, and then we can tackle some tough terrain. The all-new ZR2 truck is running on 18-inch wheels and a 33-inch tall tire. It's a Goodyear Wrangler Territory MT. It's promising to be a really good traction tire. The tire also has the DuraWall technology. That's the marketing term for it, but it should just make the sidewall of this tire a little bit more tough and not prone to many slices or punctures. All right, so here's the first obstacle, and I'm approaching this sandy climb, but before I get there, I need to negotiate this very tight right-hand turn. There are 2 bulges on the hood. They stylized this truck quite aggressively, and I couldn't really see. There's not a lot of vision over the hood, but the cameras are really good. I'm glad it's high definition here. So actually, I was worried about maneuverability, but right now, I made that turn okay. Now I have to climb down and see if actually I have enough approach angle, or am I gonna dig in? Huh. Okay, actually. And also low gearing is holding me, and also the one pedal driving was making the descent a little bit easier. Nice. Now the climb, sandy climb. This is testing traction, so how the tires are working. I also have 2 available lockers, which is sweet. I can show you how that works in a bit. Right now I'm not using the lockers. I want to see what the limits of traction are. See if I can climb this way. So this is, let's see, it's about 12 degrees up according to my meter. And so far these tires are doing really well. Now I have to make a very tight turn. This is where maneuverability will be very important, and the sandy climb continues. Actually, I feel like I have enough turning ability to actually make that. I'm impressed. I was a bit nervous about that. Let's see if I can make this sandy climb here. Okay, I can hear the traction control system working overtime. Ooh. It's telling me I'm losing traction. Okay, so this is when I really need my lockers, so let me do that. All right, I just enabled both lockers. I am in 4 low. Let's see if I can make progress. Yes. That's so wonderful, very predictable. Thank you, Chevrolet. You don't have to have one wheel spinning, the other one catching, no traction control, you know, scratching and banging. Selectable lockers are sometimes just really great when the going gets tough, like it's going right now. And so far I've had enough clearance and I'm actually relying quite a bit on my camera system. Obstacle number 1 done. Now up to number 2. The rear of this truck looks mostly like any regular Silverado 1500 until you look at the bumper. There are no more cutouts for the exhausts. The dual exhaust outlets are hidden underneath. They did it specifically for departure angle clearance. And of course the hitch is there, so that's the lowest point. I'm hoping this truck does have a full-size Territory MT spare, which is great, but it also hangs down quite a bit. I'm a little bit nervous about that. The truck is equipped with a pretty fancy four-wheel drive transfer case produced by Magna. Of course, two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive is available. All-wheel drive is here, nice. 4 high and 4 low. I'll be using 4 low for most of the rock crawling today. And of course, the secret weapon for the ZR2 is that it has not just rear, but also the front selectable lockers, and of course hill descent control. It's right here. In 4 high, I can engage my rear locker, and then in 4 low, I can engage front and rear. Obstacle number 2. This is the ditch crossing. It's basically this notch in the rock. This is a test of approach, departure, and every angle I have. I have about 31.8 of approach. I can show you that. I have okay, I don't think I'm touching. I have about 23.6 of breakover and about 23.5 also of departure. I'm worried about my departure angle. No, I don't think I touched, actually. You know, most other trucks, I can show you now how the Silverado Trail Boss performs on the same obstacle, and another truck like the Ford Raptor. So let's roll that clip right now.
You know, the first time you scrape, it's always the hardest. After that,
Turn a little bit driver.
After that, it doesn't hurt as much.
Whoa.
All right, how you doing in the back there, boys?
Kill on our GoPro. Okay. Oh, that was so close. You're good.
She did not touch? What?
I didn't touch my pre-flattened exhaust. So, good job, Trail Boss.
How's it looking?
Straight on.
You're good. Let's go. It's gonna hit or not hit.
Slow.
Slow, slow, slow.
Slow. Keep going. Creep.
Keep going.
Creep. Creep.
Creep.
Yep. Keep going.
Keep going. Oh! There you go. First blood. Hitch and oh!
It's fine. It's a hitch.
It's hitch and exhaust pipes.
Okay, so the approach angle is great. The departure angle, not so good. There are 2 off-road modes. One is called off-road. The other one is called terrain. When I'm going slowly, I'll be using the terrain mode. It helps with one-pedal driving. It will apply the brakes for me for slow speed crawling. And then when I'm going faster, I'll be using the off-road mode, which turns off some of the stability and traction control systems, a little bit more relaxed technology so I can have more control of the truck. Okay, now I'm approaching obstacle number 3. So far the ZR2 is doing quite well, but obstacle 3 unfortunately is called the frame bender. Why? Well, it's a drop-off. Not a huge one, but the danger of this drop-off is that it's about 1.5 to 2 feet, and if it drops and hits the frame, hence the frame bender. Right now I'm just staring into nothing. I feel like I'm going over a cliff, and I need to put my wheels very precisely along this path. I'm engaging all of my modes. I'm in low gear, first gear, terrain mode enabled, creep forward, one pedal driving, let's see, 20 degrees downslope. I don't quite like that. I'm gonna go into normal mode so I can use a little bit more of my brake and just kind of drop in slowly. Okay, I have about 11.2 inches of ground clearance, maybe ish. And I'm gonna slowly inch down. Oh! I don't think I touched. Okay. That's okay-ish. Sorry, I've done this dozens of times, but every time when your truck is brand new and it's 3 days old and you're in Moab, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Ooh. I think I hit my hitch really hard. Let me go check. That could be really bad. Did I hit my tire or the hitch? The hitch. Okay. That's why I guess the hitch is here. To give me a little bit of protection. I was trying to go super slow, but still. Not quite a frame bender. The front was okay. The hitch was an issue. This new Silverado ZR2 is Chevrolet's most off-road worthy full-size truck from the factory. It's a big deal. We've been waiting for this one for a long time. The starting price on the ZR2 is quite high. It's almost pushing into the Ford Raptor territory. The truck, our long-term truck you see right here, we bought for just over $67,000. That's after destination charges. And for example, a Ford F-150 Raptor on 35 starts at about $70,500. But of course, the ZR2 is not a wide body truck, so it probably competes more against the likes of the Tundra TRD Pro. At least for right now, the ZR2 is available with just one power choice, but it's a good one. 6.2 liter V8, 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed automatic. Of course, it has low range gearing in the transfer case, and I'll be using a lot of that slow speed crawling and torque that this engine produces. Here's one thing I'm worried about. It's the wheelbase of this truck. This crew cab has 147.5 inches of wheelbase, which is a little bit longer by about 2.5 inches than a F-150 crew cab. And this could make some of the maneuvering more difficult on the trail. Okay, now obstacle number 4, One Tree Hill. What is One Tree Hill? Well, it's a climb. I'm following a side-by-side and it's kind of an off-camber climb, and the danger of one tree is that you can hit the one tree because it's sloped towards it, and it's really a test of, once again, traction. So I'm gonna try to maintain a little bit of momentum, but I also want to challenge this truck. I'm not gonna go too easy on it. So let me see. I'm gonna try to engage my lockers. Okay, lockers are engaged. This is where I really am thankful I have a front locker, because if I hit this tree, ooh, that's 25 degrees up. Oh, jeez. Okay. Thank you, front locker. Nice. And the tires are holding. Sweet. That's a 25-degree climb. That's pretty challenging. The truck did it with flying colors. Once again, the front locker was key to kind of getting me over the crest. This is a cool off-road graphic here in the center. It shows me either the rear locker engaged, no lockers, my four-low, my status of the transfer case, and of course my inclination and my steering. It shows me all of that. A couple of other toys I have. Cameras, many of them. GM has some of the greatest numbers of views. Front tires, that's going to be important. Rear tires towards the back. There's also, I can look inside my med. Obstacle number 5. Roman christened it the butt clencher. Why is this the butt clencher? Well, it's because it's a 30-degree drop into the abyss. And oof, maybe I need to go a little bit more further this way. Start my descent. I'm using my cameras a lot of the time. Okay, so now I'm staring down at the earth, and it's gonna get a little bit more sketchy as I continue my decline. So I'm gonna try to go slowly and hopefully I won't slide. And it's also a test of my approach angle. Everything is falling. It's about 28, 29 degrees. And finally, actually this truck is making it look somewhat easy. Let's see if I touch my hitch. No, I didn't hear anything. Yes, butt clencher was actually not so clenchy, which is great. Thank you, truck. And I think the longer wheelbase is actually helping me this time because I have enough platform, I feel like, to actually descend this hill. Oh wow. As always, when we go off-road, I bring onX off-road maps with me. It's an app on my phone, but it's also available using Apple CarPlay in this case on my screen up here. And I also downloaded offline maps right here, Fins and Things and Hell's Revenge, so I can review the trail as I go along and also have it available right here in front of me. I'm approaching the final obstacle, the butt scratcher, or actually the hitch scratcher. So far the ZR2 has been impressive. The traction has been monstrous. Let me see, I'm approaching this. Pretty good. I'm plunging down. The approach I'm been very happy with. I really hope that the soft sand won't be too mean to me. That's 28 degrees. That's a bit more. The Ram Rebel, when I was up here, plowed. Let's see if this plows. I don't know if it did. It seems the approach angle is super. But now the issue is my rear hitch. My poor hitch. Is it gonna scratch? Yep. There it is. Hopefully I'm just on my hitch and not on my bumper. I believe that was the hitch. Ouch. Let me go check. So I don't think I plowed, but my hitch took the brunt of the damage. Ooh, really? Did I scratch this a little bit more? I did. So this is where like a Raptor or a TRX will have its tailpipe sometimes being squished. I don't have a tailpipe, I have a scratch on my bumper now. Okay, well, let's do a little bit more fast speed off-roading and we can come to a verdict. Well, there you have it. First Moab trip is in the bag for the Silverado ZR2. I'm impressed. Yes, I scratched my rear bumper. I'm really bummed. The hitch took a little bit of damage, but the front is all good. No frame damage whatsoever. No scratches. Suspension and tires perform beautifully, and the front locker got me over the hump. Thanks for joining me. We'll be doing a lot more with the ZR2 on TFL Off-road channel right here. Also some towing cross-country trips on TFL Truck, and check out alltfl.com for everything automotive. I'll see you down the trail. Thanks.